Hi guys, this is McRae, and today I want to talk to you about playing the long game. And by the long game I mean that not everybody, but a lot of people that I'm dealing with just now suffer from the bright shiny object syndrome, where they want results within days and weeks and months. And sometimes, it just doesn't happen like that. In fact, most of the time, online businesses are a lot more similar to offline businesses than people think. And I'll give you an example of that. We started selling an online digital product for $5,000. Now that's a price point that we don't normally sell at. So I went to find some people who I consider to be very good at what they do and hired them to help me build a funnel to sell that particular product. And one of the questions I asked them was, you've dealt with hundreds and probably thousands of people to do high ticket sales. What's the one thing that makes the successful people successful and others that are not so successful? And one of the owners of the company said, it's the stick-to-itness. Some people just stick to it. In other words, they've made a commitment to make that thing work. They're not going there with the expectation that they can switch on some ads and they are immediately profitable. What they're doing is making a commitment to make that thing work. And whether it takes a day or a week or a month or a year or multiple years, they keep chipping at it until they get it right. And another good example of that is whenever we launch a new product, it's never perfect. There's always room for improvement. So we'll normally launch a product with either 2 or 3 different sales pages, and then an upsell or 2 upsells or a downsell or whatever. And if we don't get within certain parameters with the first 2 sales pages, we will rewrite those pages. We will start from scratch if we need to. And in a recent launch that we did, our upsell converted at 11%. Now the parameters we're looking for is between 25 and above. If we don't hit that number, then I'll scrap the upsell, not the actual product itself, but how we market it. So we regrouped, had a look at the whole process and understood, or thought we understood, where the problem was, and rewrote everything. And that went from an 11% conversion to just under 30% conversion. And we would have kept at that, rewriting it, redoing it, until we got within acceptable parameters. There are occasions when it just doesn't work, and there's nothing you can do about that. And it's also with emails. If you write an autoresponder sequence and you're monitoring your marketing correctly, you will see how many people you sent to, how many people opened the email, how many people clicked through in your email to whatever you wanted them to get to. If you notice you've got 10 emails in an autoresponder and one isn't doing well, you can rewrite that and rewrite that and rewrite that until you get to the numbers you want. But most people just won't play the long game. They won't stick to it until they get what they want. So that's the point of today, is play the long game. Make a commitment to what you're doing and figure out how to make that work, regardless of how many times you have to readjust it. That's the tip for the day. If you like these tips, you can get me on YouTube. Just look for Mark McRae. Thanks for listening.